Well, Bay Area history that was almost lost forever. Marriage licenses, birth certificates, photos from thousands of local families. The federal government wanted to destroy it all. At one time, even bury it. Linda Yee on what it took to save it and what people can learn about their past.
Then his wife, it would later include...
Picture brides from Japan, the Chinese who came in as merchants or laborers and railroad workers. Immigration interrogation transcripts, artifacts, in some cases 100 years old.
Marriage lineage documents from China that are 8 feet long in silk. I have seen a file of a Chinese immigrant where they put his whole leather wallet in the file. He was killed in a gambling raid in Oakland.
A time capsule in the National Archives building in San Bruno. Archivist Marissa Louie.
Just the other day, I had a woman see a photo of her father for, I don't know if it's the first time, but she burst into tears in our research room. So just those kinds of visceral reactions make you realize how much this means to our researchers.
But the government targeted most of the dusty files for destruction. Others were headed for storage in the National Archives limestone cave at Lee Summit, Missouri, locked away for eternity.
And I said, basically over our dead bodies, and they go...
Jenny Liu and a coalition of community groups fought to keep the historic documents in the Bay Area. It took 15 years, 4 presidents, and a final push by the late Congressman Tom Lantos and Congresswoman Jackie Speer to save the collection. Asian immigrant records, a century old, are now preserved in climate-controlled rooms, open for public viewing for the first time beginning this summer. Rosalind Tanai of the National Japanese American Historical Society says the files document Asian contributions to California and American history.
It's an immigration case file relating to a woman named Kimi Arima, who was 18 years old when she came to Japan to be married as a picture bride.
People have sort of buried their past. I mean, World War II wasn't good for Japanese Americans having gone to incarceration camps. So there's a lot of buried history that can be investigated and further revealed.
It's also personal for Tanai. She got a preview of her grandparents' history that's been stored for 70 years.
The details of all their addresses, their places of business, what they did, how much money they brought over, it's all there in the archives. It's incredible.
This is one of the rare finds here at the archives. It is actually the marriage certificate of my grandparents. They brought it with them from China, and it lists 3 generations of our family, and it even tells what villages they were from. 43,000 alien case files for those who entered the U.S. before 1910 were released in the first phase. Millions more will follow in the coming years. Descendants now have a window to their past. In San Bruno, Linda Yee, CBS 5.
And for more information about the immigration files, you can contact the National Archives. You can find a link at cbssf.com. Click on News.
From the CBS.